No, I haven't gotten like a week and a half without streaming. It does feel kind of weird to be streaming again. It's good, but you know, just kind of weird after, you know, just time doing its things and stuff. But yeah, welcome on in everybody to this week's Wheel of Mystery Randomizer. And yeah, someone's got a pretty big ass chunk of the wheel this time. So I think what I might actually do starting tonight is I think I'm gonna make it so that, so part of the limitation with the wheel is that a particular slot can have no more than apparently like 20 entries into it. So what I'm gonna do, the game that has the highest number of quote-unquote tickets for it is going to gain 2 per week if it doesn't get picked. Everything else is going to get the 1. But the number 1 game is going to have a maximum slot of 20. The second game is going to have a maximum slot of 15. Then everything else is just going to cap out at 10. So that way the games that have been played, or not been played the longest, will have the most chances in the long term of being played overall. So yeah, let's see if we can actually get Soden, because how long have we even had this as like our main thing for the week? So we started the 3 tickets, I think, for the past 2 weeks. So it would have been, yeah, it'll have been like a few months since we've done a Soden Rando, which is definitely longer than I would have anticipated for the way I had this wheel set up the first time. But yeah, at this point, let's go ahead and get that wheel a good old heckin' spin. What's it gonna land on? Okay, yeah, that is barely in Soden. That was almost on, I think that was my choice? What is it? Yeah, chat choice over there. It almost landed on my choice, which honestly would have been Soden at this point, just so I can actually get the thing started with. But yeah, so because of, as I mentioned, I think like a month or so ago, because of recent developments with the speedrun for Soden, we're going to be running in a special mode for, which I actually had to look up the code for. But first, let me go get the seed generated. Soden.io. It's not always... Rat Race. I think I tried doing a Rat Race seed. So I guess that's a new meme category. Let's do adventure mode. That way we can get the most out of the special mode that we're gonna be playing. So we'll call that. Do I need to manually put the file thing in? I think that's what I picked. It has been so long I don't remember how to make the randomizer anymore. That's how bad it's gotten. Yeah, we should be good with this. So while that's generating, Soden luck code. Okay, so I got that ready for later, once the thing finishes. So yeah, I got adventure mode, I got the seed name. I just need to get, and thankfully this is using the most recent version of BizHawk. I can just go right on my taskbar. I don't have to worry about going to like my folders or anything. I feel like this is taking longer than it's supposed to for a Soden Rando generation. Unless they up the complexity somehow, which I think it's already pretty high given that it's in adventure mode. Okay, there it is. Okay, so it does look like it's generated successfully. No, I don't want to open that. I just want to open the folder. I can... my computer's being dumb sometimes. So, downloads. And we'll go ahead and turn the music down. So we're about to get to the actual game. RIP Final Fantasy. So there, and then downloads. I should download. Oh, 1 second, folks. Where's my? There's my thing. All right, there we go. Sorry about that. There was a little bit of a thing that came up. So I got what? Why is? Oh, right, because I'm not supposed to. Yeah, it's been so long since I've done a Soden Rando. I've actually forgotten how to set those up. So let me go set this up correctly. Actually, let me close it in here first, then. Not gonna remember where all my stuff is. Games. Oh crap! I don't remember where my files are. Ah, it's not in BizHawk. Should just be in games, right? Soden, there it is. Okay, then paste that into here. That's not what was supposed to happen. Technical difficulties, everybody. Actually, where's the other Castlevania one then? That's me. So get rid of that. Rename this one. Then I can copy and paste. There we go. Replace. Then run this. I don't know why the window's being so tiny. Oh, that seems... Is that loud to you guys, or is that just loud to me? I also need to... I like how that actually freezes everything when I do this. External tool, randomizer tools, accept. View, let's change this up to 4x, which I think is where it should be. I am doing quite well. I'm mostly cured of the COVID curse. I've got like faint little coughs still here and there that I get, but it's not so bad at this point. Soden is okay. So it was supposed to be at just 2x. So there's that, and then where's Tracker? There's Tracker. All right, everything should be loading up fine. Okay, so just me then. Good to know. All right, so we got. Oh, right, because the controller thing keeps changing, so I need to keep resetting the, yeah. Going through all the setups. That's not the right setup. There we go. do you mean rotation? Oh my god. Okay. Why is that setting to rotation? Okay. I don't get what's going on. Oh, maybe it's because it's trying to do like the... So I'm using the PS5 controller right now, and when I try to assign the controls with the right toggle buttons, I think it's like... I forget what Sony calls it. It's basically the thing that lets you... It changes like the tension on the button every time you press it down. For some reason, BizHawk is reading that as a separate input than the actual button, which I need to try to... Oh, right, left stick button. I don't know if any... Actually, no games would have used this in the PlayStation, but oh well, we're going anyway. Alright, so now we should be good. Okay. Yeah, I'm actually kind of surprised it's coming out later than I expected. I thought it was going to be like a late January, early February kind of thing, but yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it. Especially given all... Because I did see the state of play for that, which I think I did mention out on my Discord, where I saw like all the things are advertising for it, and just Red 13 on a Chocobo. What else do I need to say? That tells you everything right there. That's why it's already Game of the Year for 2024. Alright, so let's go on here. So now this one I need to put in a very specific thing to get what I want to get. This is going to be X-X exclamation. X exclamation, I think it's V apostrophe Q. Is my memory correct? Memory is correct, hell yeah. Has Kate Sith always had like the Irish/Scottish accent? Because that struck me as kind of weird, and I don't really know why. But yeah, I never played any of the non-mainline Final Fantasy VII games, so that may have something to do with it. But yeah, Kate Sith will be cool, and it looks like he has kind of interesting techniques. Also, the dual techs, or maybe even possibly triple techs in that game, those also look amazing. I'm noticing that I didn't see anything for Fort Condor in the game, I don't think. Either for like the main thing or the mini game, which I'm kind of curious about. But yeah, it's going to be a fun time. But yeah, so what was I... Yeah, I think that's everything here. Okay, so I'll do a quick little explanation. So this name I've entered here spawns what's called luck mode in this game. What luck mode does is that it maxes out your luck stat, 99 at the base hard cap, plus it gives you, I think, the Lapis Lazuli, which gives you an additional 30 luck. So, and what luck does, it does not affect critical hit rate. Apparently that's just like completely base. There's nothing really doing to improve it outside of like some consumables. But the critical damage is actually based on your luck. The amount of bonus damage you do on a critical is between 1 and your luck stat. So at the start of the game, we're going to have critical damage bonuses of either 1 to 128. Or 129, something like that. But yeah, and so the reason why I'm doing this is because it's kind of in celebration of the fact that they finally discovered a big new strat for the speedrun, where luck mode is important. Because what happens in luck mode as well, in addition to having max luck, all of your other stats are tanked. So you have like 0 to 1 strength, constitution, and intelligence. You have like 25 hit points instead of 70, and I think you have like half the max MP, something like that. And one mechanic of the game that you've rarely seen in casual or randomizer play is that if you take more than half of your max hit point of damage in a single attack, you basically get blown back at like 1 billion miles an hour at a very particular angle. They actually use this in the speedrun to A, skip death, and B, do another damage boost somewhere, I forget where it is. And this combination of factors allows them to just get in underneath the clock tower wait time. Because normally the clock tower only opens every other minute on the left side. Which, for us, we haven't really seen a lot of that come into play because we just happen to go in at the right time. But the statue on the left that goes up to the Colosseum and stuff like that is only open every other minute. The tech they found out lets them get in just before that window closes. So they actually cut off like 40 seconds of the speedrun so far, and they're still working on more. So this run is going to be in celebration of that. We're not going to be doing the particular trick because I don't really know how to do it properly. Well, I know how it's triggered. I don't know how to actually utilize it is my question. But yeah, so we're doing luck mode and kind of in celebration of that. Apparently don't have my timer up. Look at that time. I guess I gave up on the timer because I didn't have a slot for it, but oh well. Let's go. Now let's see how bad I am at this game. After not playing for like months. Oh. Already missed the first set of inputs. Oh god. And to be fair, the stat bonuses you would normally gain from beating Dracula in this cutscene don't actually matter as much. It's more so trying to get the stuff that gives you the items. So, like, usually you want to try to avoid getting hit. I am already screwing everything up here. Okay, I need to slightly focus on Squirt more. Okay, we got the damage stack. Ooh, we got the damage stack. Okay, that worked. I mucked all of that up, but I still got it to work. Also, yeah, one side effect of the window size being different is that now the input reader on the top is like super big. Hopefully it's not like a bother for anybody. If it is, I can try to like modify like the screen size and stuff like that. So yeah, so normally we would have like 80 hit points after doing the Dracula fight that well, and I think we'd have like 20 hearts, something like that. All of our other stats are completely tanked as a result. We still start with all the good gear, so we're still gonna be able to. This is unfortunate. Okay, we start with a weapon that lowers our attack to 0 or less, so we can't do damage. This is fine. Although we do start with a strength potion, which might... Oh, this is already posing curious. Okay, so let's do this. Oh my god, even with the potion, okay, we have to unequip our weapon. Get stronger when bloodied my ass. I can't even make anything bloodied. Alright, so we are solely relying on the power of fist. Okay, so they don't do quite enough damage to do a big toss, which for our purposes is good. Because otherwise we would die in the next hit. Yeah, this is sort of basically the challenge mode for Symphony of the Night, is that you have all these like craptacular stats otherwise, but you have like theoretically better item drops for luck chance, but luck doesn't really scale well enough to make it like have such a big effect, especially for the rarer items. Like for example, I think the Casagrum has like a 1 in 128 drop rate, maybe 1 in 256, and yeah. The luck boost doesn't actually increase it by that much, unfortunately. Also, I should update the game. So... And then we'll put Soden in as a tag as well, because why not? And Castlevania, because why not? Alright. So we'll do that. And now we're back to regular fists. Which, unfortunately, without the potion, only do 1 damage. Yeah, random drops are always on. I'm gonna get all the equipment I can. Yeah, so random drops are always on, and the randomized equipment stats is also on as well. I actually forget how to turn that off, so even if I wanted to turn it off, I wouldn't know how. But yeah, I think for like the past year and a half or so. Oh god, for the past year and a half or so. Can I even kill you? I'm supposed to get my first weapon from that thing. Okay, so the fact that it's having sound effects and flashing means that I am doing damage to it. I don't think it'd be doing that otherwise. Oh god. Chakram? Maybe? Okay, it does 1 more damage. Our strength is 3. Yeah, like I said, stats are tanked. Oh, it comes out as like the Heavenly Sword. That's actually cool. Oh, and speaking of Heaven's Sword, okay. That does a little bit more damage. We'll go with it. I'm guessing that's probably going to be the Chakram then? No, it's a regular Heaven's Sword. Alright. Okay, so I'm guessing it is part of like the lore from the original 7 series, stuff like that then. Which I guess would make sense. Just as somebody who's never actually seen or been involved with any of those. The only non-mainline Final Fantasy VII game I've played was Dirge of Cerberus back on PlayStation. I remember it felt like it had a decent idea going on. And that was about it. But yeah, that game definitely had level scaling that was just not even close to being good. Barrel circling, interesting. Okay, at least that thing dies immediately. Okay, we get some intelligence. I'm grabbing that money. I don't know if I'm going to need it, so I'm going to grab it. Also, I'm doing this just so I can get some experience and possibly, like, health so I don't die as fast. So I think the hit point gain still goes on, like, normal. Since the amount of HP you gain is just based on what level you're leveling up to. I can't even get to this. Maybe I can use this for a bigger effect? Because I think this sword was bigger. Oh my god, even that... Oh. Wait, how did I make that work? I don't know why or how this is working, but I guess I'll take it. Never mind, I don't know why it's working, because it's not working now. So Life Apple, when you have the Fairy Familiar equipped, the Life Apple is basically a one-up. It'll actually revive you at the moment that you die. But it's only useful if you have the Fairy equipped. Which obviously, at the moment, we do not have. How did I break into this? Okay, I know I damaged it somehow. I don't know how. Oh, there we go, okay. I guess it's kind of RNG? Question mark? I guess it's not a bad idea to have both these equipped in the meantime, so I can get like a double swing going on. Because the way these weapons work is that you can only have one spread of it on the screen at a time. So at least this way we can have like double attacks. Although they both have very different arcs and speeds, which is interesting. There we go. Shuriken, which we can't do because we don't have Duplicator. Yeah, there's a handful of items that are like the fairy specific. I forget what the other ones are called in this one. They're much more simply named in Bloodstained. I remember that much. But yeah, they're basically the kind of same general effects. That they're items that only the fairy can use, and they get triggered once you hit a certain like HP threshold. Okay, apparently these work on these guys, even though they're supposed to be like resistant to slashing damage. I don't get that part. But yeah, I will take the free XP. No doubt about that. Okay, what does this do? Sellable ring, damn. Oh, it must be the crit damage that's probably causing that. That's probably what it is. Yeah, because like I said, the crit damage is based on your luck stat, and we can get anywhere between 1 and 128 extra damage right now, so I think that's been pulling a lot of the work. Also, we're definitely saving more often in the early game than we normally would. Because everything is frightening. Oh, nice. Oh, God. I need to remember there's basically no coyote time in this game. The second you're off the ledge, you're off that ledge. How much MP do I have? I have 10. I don't know if I can even cast anything with that little MP. Okay, one down. Okay, I can at least destroy the little fireballs by doing that. Okay. That's good. Also, I'm taking the health drops for a while. Normally I skip these, but when they give me like an extra 16% max HP, you can bet your ass I'm taking those. I could theoretically hold off on this until later, but I think this is a logical check. Yeah, actually there's a couple logical checks down here, so I definitely want to get these now. Especially if I can find something that gives us some defense. I do wish this was faster. Ham and eggs. I'm gonna actually write this down like normal because I'm gonna be using this to get back up. So if I send it up and then drop down and don't land on this, actually I could just land on the switch. Oh well. Just more proof that it's been far too long since I've done one of these. That's not gonna be helpful, I don't think. Yeah. Elixir. Is that still the actual item? Okay, that is still the actual item, so that is actually kind of good. Especially if we do end up finding Duplicator later on. Or actually even early on, because we don't have any defense right now anyway, so having a duplicator wouldn't actually change anything. And then we could use the shuriken and actually get more, like, attacks per second. Yeah, honestly, if there's any kind of run where you want to find the duplicator super early on and have it not, like, negatively affect you, it's in luck mode. Because you're not going to notice the difference as far as defense goes anyway. Because normally the duplicator lowers your defense by 24. I think it's 24. I'm not 100% sure in the actual number, but something along those lines. Okay, good money. I think the luck also affects the value of the money drops you get as well, but I'm not 100% sure on that one. Yeah, it seems at least those guys are consistent. Oh, there's nothing there even. I thought only the, like, relic checks were possibly nothing. That's a big change. Yes, consumables are still function as intended, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, like, healing potions will... So one of the key things about the way that the stat randomizers work is, I can go in here real quick. So you notice that the icons are kind of like either color shifted or swapped to something else. I think the food items are also vanilla, but when it comes to stuff like weapons, whatever their category is, like for example, the Chakram and Heaven Sword are basically like throwable swords. Those are all can be intermixed with each other as far as their icon goes. The description that you see in the bottom here, in this case, enchanted floating sword, that tells you what the item actually is as far as how it is, or as far as how it functions. So if we find one that says like countless blades dice the enemy, that means we found a Chrysagram. Now, it could be that the Chrysagram has like minus 20 attack, so it's actually useless, but at least we'll know what the actual effect is at that point. It's going to be the same for all the armors as well. So the barrel circlet, normally this lets you absorb lightning attacks. This one is just protect sensitive head parts, which I think is like a leather helmet, which has no special qualities to it. But whatever stat bonuses it gives you whatever the randomized stats are. Yeah, mainly because you don't really get a lot of them throughout the regular course of the game. And you don't get a lot of chances to go back to the library to get buy more of them. And even if you do get a chance to get to the library and buy a lot of stuff, they may not necessarily be available. It's only really useful if you have like the duplicators, so you can use the consumable items infinitely. In fact, that's actually what the speedrun does as well. Speedrun always gets the duplicator by basically I can't get there yet. The speedrun actually uses a trick with a shop where you can basically enter your menu while in the middle of the shop. Ooh, weapon. Is this gonna be good? Okay, it's better. But yeah, the glitch lets you enter your menu while in a shop. Is there anything down here? I think that's double jump. I will take double jump. But yeah, it lets you open up your menu while in the shop screen, so you can equip one of your sellable rings, sell it, and then because of the way that the coding works in this game, you go from having 0 of that item on hand to 255, and you can just sell like a whole bunch of them to get like infinite money, basically. Oh god. Yeah, I'm gonna be safe here because I was about to die. Okay, the sword is the one that killing these guys. That's good to know. And yeah, the duplicator has the same effect on stuff like food and potions as well. It's anything that would be normally consumable, duplicator lets you use infinitely. The normal drawback being that it tanks your defense as well, but as I mentioned, in a mode like this, it doesn't affect much. So yeah, right here is the clock room I was talking about earlier. This statue on the left here opens up every, I think, even numbered minute of in-game time, which progresses just as long as you're in the game and not in the menu. So as long as you're in an even minute mark at that point, you can get access to that area. Otherwise, it closes off. Oh, so you're not... Okay. Welcome on in, Nate. How you doing tonight? I'm being very bad at this game because I've not played this in months. But I'm still having fun. And thank you for the good luck. I will probably need it. I don't think I can kind of use the Heaven Sword as a shield dash, but just not very well. Okay, I'm liking that. Okay, Okay, I know they're not weak to slashing, but apparently I must have some pretty... Oh no, it's the luck. Oh yeah, I was definitely getting luck with the crits. There we go. One more. $1. I'm actually not even fully sure if I want to go down here and get the items here early, though I really probably should. Yeah, I'm kind of relying on luck to take this guy out quickly. Aha! Just like that. Because thankfully that guy, once he's killed, does not come back. So we are free to move on as we please. Wow, it even takes multiple hits to break down the freaking wall here. But yeah, even without luck mode active, that guy will still do like 16 to 20 damage to you on a decent hit. So in this mode, when we have no defense and only that much for max health, yeah, I was very cautious with that guy. We do have a weapon, I think. Moonrod. So the Moonrod, for whatever reason, is oh my god, that attack power. For whatever reason, the Moonrod is basically not randomized at all, so it still has all of its vanilla stats. But yeah, I never realized the Moonrod is actually this good. Because also, I love the Moonrod because of this ability right here. It is an amazing ability, has a lot of range, does a lot of damage, and also, I don't think this has changed since the randomizer was first made. Oh! What is a life max doing there? That is not supposed to have anything like that. Huh. Maybe they have made some more advances with the item randomizer generation. Huh. But yeah, one of the things as well when it comes to special weapon attacks like that, the little moon crescent blade ability, is that the attack value for those is still vanilla to whatever the base item is in the game. That stat is not randomized because it has like a separate value that's like more hard-coded into the weapon itself. Okay, apparently the ads were about to start, but then they... Oh, there they go. Okay. I was about to say, the ads were about to start, and then they didn't. But then they started. I'm gonna try some shenanigans. I should not be trying shenanigans. I am not trying shenanigans. There we go. And the shenanigans actually did kind of work, to be fair. Yeah, because the Moonrod is, I think, a mid to almost late game item you can get. So yeah, it has a lot of strength that it can give you. We now have double the HP that we started with. Hooray. Use this to scout. Ah, it's a ring. Silver ring. It's not the silver ring, but it's a sellable ring. Damn it. I'm always on the lookout for whatever the equivalent of the Ring of Varda is in the randomizer. The Ring of Varda being a game that in vanilla gives you basically plus 24 to all stats. Nothing, no special abilities, just like 24 to all stats, which in this mode... Oh. Chrysogrim? Sword forged by elves, so it is not the Chrysogrim. Dang it. I've been debated. Okay, just another familiar card there. That's actually not that helpful. There's something here. It's a potion of some kind. It's not really going to be super helpful. See if I can get the little thing here. Nope. Yeah, if you jump at like just the right time, you can actually fall right through that floor, and it saves like half a second overall. But I treat it more as just general swag, so I like to go for it for that reason. I think over here... Yeah, straight left is still an item. I would love to get a shield so I can properly shield dash. So I can actually feel like I'm going fast. Okay, I got kind of lucky with dodging the hit on that one. Thankfully, the Moonrod is just so strong, it's actually, like, kind of counteracting our strength hit. I am lucky it didn't take damage there. Oh, we got a shield. Heck yeah. Does it give us actual defense? Yes, it does. It gives us 4 defense. Plus, we can shield dash. We are now speed. Okay, you only do 2 damage. That is actually much less than I was anticipating. Yeah, when it comes to playing luck mode, I just always assume everything does like 20 damage. Just to be safe. I really shouldn't be going after the small guys like that, but eh. Oh, right, I have double jump. How did I forget that? Harp? Oh god, why are you still alive? Stop being alive. You being alive is illegal. Only I can be alive. Alright, let's see what the Harper does. Just the sort. Wow, it's actually the vanilla Harper. Interesting. I don't know what its vanilla strength value is. Why are we getting all the familiars? Oh, we got the worst familiar. Damn it. Oh, they actually don't go through enemies. They actually just go away. I mean, I'm still up and active and able to speak and stuff like that. I have all the statistical anomalies that are related to living. Oh, come on. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, the dropkick hitbox is completely and utterly jank. So I should have been able to just dropkick off that bounce up and then double jump to the left to get to that top thing there. But the game is just having none of it. There we go. Oh wait, I have a shield. We got spaghetti, fire. Yeah, fire are bad. That's actually not helpful. Okay, so he's mostly alive. We'll compromise on that as an answer. He is approximately 71% alive. Oh, we got a good value item. That's good to know. So, what can we borrow? Okay, so there's no key item here. It's kind of pricey for a library card, but we do kind of want to get one of those at least. Do you have any good equipment? So, starting with here. Oh, vanilla stone sword. Sword, radar, curve, Blaney's views. Oh, it's not the actual horn blade. Okay, so nothing good particularly there. No really better shields, which is unfortunate. Oh, okay, so Cat Eye Circlet. Well, in this case, this is actually the Dragon Helm. This is actually good because it lowers the enemy's defense by half, which generally means we get to do more damage. And since we don't lose any defense for it, we'll take it. To do fill armor. Oh, that's good armor increase. And one gives us resistance to fire, which is nice. That's yeah, okay, so we'll get this. Yeah, I think we'll get this. Yeah, this gives us the most effect, and it's also cheaper. Oh. Yeah, no, I am not risking that in this run. Varda! Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, game's broken now. Why was that a body slot showing thing? Okay. I already started off by selling the items I had. The only items you can sell in this game are the ones that specifically mention you can sell them, which is basically the jewels and stuff like that. So I already sold those off. Yeah, you can't sell off any of your consumables, you can't sell any old armor, old weapons, anything like that. Just the jewels. It's actually because of this game that I learned the word saleable is actually a proper term. Wow, even my dropkicks kill these guys. Normally does like single digits in damage. Okay, so we have double jump, which doesn't necessarily get us a lot going upward. So we'll head down here and start heading toward the Coliseum. The funny thing about this too is that the Ring of Varda also increases our luck, so we're still doing even more damage with our crits as well. Okay, so we do have to wait a bit. And we can't farm any hearts or anything. Well, this is the part in the speedruns that used to be a thing, where if you were like, you were fast enough, but just not fast enough as well, you have to wait for this thing. And I can't go to my menu and do stuff in there in the meantime, because that actually freezes time. There we go. Well, of course, there we find a library card naturally. But, you know, we were able to get 2 Rings of Varda with the money that we had, so that's fine. Hey, actually, no, I can get some equipment here. So, first off... Okay, I barely have enough money... Oh, wow. I have almost exactly the amount of MP for Soul Steel. That's actually kind of funny. So get some quick checks here. Nakamura. Maybe. Rusty two-handed sword now. Yeah, the only two-handed sword that we're gonna take would be... What's the vanilla name for it? Yasutsuna is what it's called in the vanillas. Vanilla run, where it does like a lot of damage by base. It does lower your attack, but also has a special move that does like the most damage you can possibly get with an attack. So we find that, we're taking it. I think at this point with 2 Rings of Varda, yeah, we shouldn't need to save. We should be in the clear for like anything we want to do. Master Sword. At some point, I'm not going to be worried about like checking equipment when I find them, stuff like that, but I do still kind of want to try to find a Crusader if they can, just to make our brokenness even more silly. Well, that's not going to help. Oh, you didn't die in one hit. Okay. Wait. Okay, so apparently our rings also have a talisman effect as well, where it'll actually just like absorb the damage for us on occasion. That's kind of cool, but also kind of redundant at this point. Give me your cheesecake. Or give me your tart. Ooh. Well, we don't really need any more rings like that. The only rings we need at this point are like the actual progression-based ones. Don't need to save. Let's go ahead and unlock this now. You know what? Why not? We normally don't get this, so we'll grab it. All this does is let us see what the names for all the enemies are. I'm gonna wait to go up there until after we get the boss taken care of here. Because if we get the, like, Soul of Bat or the Gravity Boots, then we can check the items up there proper. Got him. Oh. Actually, it might be useful. So Karma Coin, it's basically a 50-50 chance when you use it of either, I think, healing you or doing a small amount of damage to enemies nearby. And of course there's no item, because why would there be? Yeah, the Karma Coin has never really been like a very useful item. So most people just kind of like treat it like it doesn't exist. Because I think the range of effect on it is basically like one body width of Alucards to the left and right, and that's it. And it's also really hard to like aim properly too. Yeah, for the most part, the consumables that are actually more useful in this are stuff like the Elixir, which gives you full health recovery, Mana Prism, which recovers your entire pool of MP. Generally, any of the shurikens, although I think Buffalo Shuriken is the strongest of them all, typically. Iron Ball is another consumable, but that one's also especially hard to use. Oh, you're open, okay. So if we want, we can just leave this place normally. Then, I think, yeah, for the most part, there is a movement tech you can do with the Fire Boomerang, but it's kind of awkward and hard to really use properly, so not a lot of people actually, like, go for it. I think it also requires, like, a couple of other items as well, and in order to be able to use it consistently, you need the duplicator for it as well. And if you have the duplicator at that point, you have other better things for using it on. Yeah, just trying to see if there's any kind of, like, relics or special equipment up in these. Oh, like that. Just, you know, regular progression for beating the game. Nothing too important. But yeah, I think I might have actually skipped mentioning this earlier. So I'm playing on adventure mode right now, which makes it so that so normally the game just randomizes the relics within each other's slots. Adventure mode randomizes the relics along with all the equipment you find throughout the castles as well. So anywhere you would find like a piece of armor or weapon or something like that, you could theoretically find a relic. And vice versa, so instead of a relic, you could get like Spike Breaker as your progression. It is kind of unfortunate we haven't gotten more for movement other than just double jump. Round orb thing from the vase. I think they're just like various types of food. Yeah, I don't know which food item in particular because I've never really looked at the food even back when I was playing casually. Oh wow, second blood relic, okay. But yeah, there's a lot of food items that, you know, they function as decent healing items from time to time, but when you use them, it actually just throws the item out on the floor in front of you, so you still have to go out and actually grab it manually to get the healing. And they do like at most decent healing. Like I think like the pod roast gives like 120 hit points of healing, but most of the food is like 30 HP or less. So for a standard playthrough, they're not really all that particularly useful. In this run, they're theoretically more useful because that's actually more of a proportion of your max HP. But since we already have like 48 defense because of our Rings of Varda, yeah, even those aren't really all that useful anymore. Oh, I thought you were gonna go down. There we go. How dare. I'm trying to murder you. There we go. That's more like it. Okay, do you have anything useful? So yeah, the only consumable weapons that are typically worth it are things that look like a shuriken of some kind. There's a couple that are basically like portraits of either Dracula and or Alucard that can do like full screen damage, but you can only use them like once every 5 seconds because they're kind of like duration type effect. So they're not the most handy because of the cooldown time. But yeah, shurikens are mostly the way to go because they fire quickly, they despawn off the screen quickly enough you can just kind of just mash them out. And yeah. Although the javelin can be pretty cool because it does go through enemies and goes in a certain arc, so if you're on like a little slope of some kind, you can actually hit multiple enemies with it, and it's fairly strong. But its use cases are pretty inconsistent. That can be any good? Oh, that bloodthirsty sword. It does lower our defense a bit. Is this? Okay, so this is I think this is the Masamune, which I believe gets stronger every time that it drains the blood of enemies. But honestly, the Moonrod does about the same amount of damage, and we would lose the shield boosting or shield dashing as well. So it's actually better if we stay with this. I think it also gives you a permanent what's the ability called? Dark Metamorphosis effect, where if you attack an enemy and then you walk into it, it's like its bleeding visual effect. You get healed for a little bit, which is nice when it comes equipped with a sword like that. But Okay, this is kind of an empty seat so far, which is annoying. But we still have no flight, so we can't go anywhere. So I think we have to go down to the catacombs then, because nothing else is really in logic. I don't know if I could get up there or not. I don't think I can actually, not with double jump. Yeah, no. Can't even get the screen transition. For now, we can... Yeah, I think we just go back to the start at this point. There's a couple things we can get with double jump, but not really a lot. But I think this is going to get us to where we need to go faster. Supposedly the Alucard sword. Oh, that is the Vorpal blade. Less damage, but much faster attack rate. The icon for Iron Ball. That would be... Yeah, so it has the gold ring just because of the palette swap, stuff like that. So this is another one of the consumable items, so you use it once, then it's just gone. I remember this being kind of awkward because I think you throw it and it kind of like bounces on the ground a little bit before just rolling eventually. So it's kind of interesting in its effect, but if I had the duplicator, I'd be willing to test it out. But as it is, we're sticking with what we got. Oh, I see what you're saying now. Yeah, I think if you're talking about that food item you were talking about earlier, it was, I think, like half the size as well. I think it's supposed to be like a bun of some kind. I forget what exactly it is. I think we already have that. Yeah, we already have like a bunch of those. We already grabbed that item. Actually, is there anything new we can get from here? I don't think there is. Yeah, no. Well, I'll say your spelling is almost 100% correct. You just need to add an E after the A, then you have the Chrysogram. I'm not sure how it's even pronounced, honestly. But, so you're talking about... Wait. The Oh, so this right here, so this is the effect of the Vorpal blade, if that's what you're asking me about. I hope I'm interpreting your comments / questions correctly. But yeah, the Chrysogram is the one that lets you do like 4 slashes per button press. This one is only 1 slash per press. So like when I'm doing this, I'm actually just mashing the button outright. Okay, yeah, so the Alucard sword is what this was named. Its actual effect is Vorpal blade. Yeah, there's actually nothing we can get on the way back to here. Because all we have is double jump, and double jump doesn't really do squat for the most part. Oh, come on. Yay, neutron bomb. Because all the castle inhabitants of the 1700s had neutron bombs in their places. I don't know how that worked. Yeah, so yeah, in this case, every button press I do is 1 slash right here. So this is the Vorpal blade. The Chrysogram is basically the upgraded version of that. Yeah, like I said, I do have inputs up on the top of the screen here, so every time you see the Q being pressed, that's me hitting the square button. Then you got the O for circle, lowercase r for the right button, T for triangle, stuff like that. So if you're kind of wondering like how my inputs are going, you can just kind of look at the inputs up there to find out what I'm doing. Like, for example, when I'm shield dashing, I'm basically holding like the middle of my thumb onto circle, and then letting the top of my thumb kind of rub up against the triangle button, and kind of just doing that in like alternating fashion. That's how I do my shield dashing. There's like 8 different techniques for shield dashing, and this is the only one that's ever actually like felt good for me. So that's why I just keep using this one. Yeah, one of these slightly counterintuitive things when it comes to shield dashing is that it's actually not about pressing the buttons just as fast as you can. There's a certain cooldown between when you start a dash and when you can cancel that dash, and then when you can restart the next dash, and you just want to get like a good rhythm so you get consistently within a certain amount of frames of those cooldowns. if you go too fast, you'll actually kind of like just plunge up into everything, and it won't really work anymore. Yeah, I know absolutely nothing about like the real life version of the neutron bomb. I have no idea when it was developed. I have no idea who developed it. I have no idea like what nation it belonged to or anything like that. Now, all I know is that it's a big bad boom. Ah, come on. Like I said, I know it does a big bad boom. I don't know like how functionally it works. I just assume that it's like a massive blast. Maybe. Would I be correct in assuming that it would be stronger than like a nuclear bomb? That'd be my one comparison I would think of on how to judge its power and whatnot. I don't really need to save here, but I'm going to just for the sake of not losing time in case shenanigans happen. Nothing there. I think there's an item to the right here. There's no... Okay, nothing here apparently. At least as far as possible progression. I can never remember exactly where all the equipment slots are, so I kind of just check everywhere and check everything until I find stuff. It literally disintegrates life. Okay, so it is a purely... Okay. I'm trying to think of what the right phrasing for this. Okay, so that's one of the key rings I think we need, or no, it's not. What does this do? Oh, just sellable. So it's kind of like a biomarker targeting weapon, maybe? I have no idea what the proper terminology is. But it basically affects like living organisms rather than non-living organisms, or organisms. I can English. Okay, so here, right here, Buffalo Star. That's another sample of an item that you would love to have in like a speed run along with the Crusader. Oh, okay, so we actually need to have the holy symbol. Interesting. Oh, got another one. Nice. But yeah, so the holy symbol in this game, which is literally just a snorkel, lets you be inside water without taking any damage, because it basically functions like acid does in Super Metroid. You take damage like every second, something like that. It's not a lot necessarily, but because your movement is so much slowed, it basically feels like it's a whole bunch of damage per second. Also, apparently, you can break this bridge by plugging in controller 2 and pressing select. That's all you need to do to open this bridge. I think that's also part of the actual speedrun as well at this point. I think it was one of those things where it was meant as like a dev testing feature for something like that, and they just never took it out. Yeah, it didn't screw up the movement there. Yeah, because if I had screwed that up, I would have fallen all the way to the bottom there, and the only way I could get back here is by going all the way around from the start of the game back to the route I took to get here. I gotta wait for this guy. This guy's so heckin' slow. Wow, that was quick. Okay. I love how broken the Rings of Varda are. Just saying. And now we have access to this check specifically because we have a demon familiar. Unfortunately, we have the wrong demon familiar, and we can't get the other one back because of the way the developer prefers to have his his familiar setup, which always made me sad. But it's his randomizer, so I can't really complain too much, I guess. Yeah, for whatever reason, the person who made this randomizer... Oh, that's actually Spikebreaker, too. Nice. Yeah, whoever made this randomizer decided that the Japanese versions of certain familiars, basically the fairy, which becomes Sprite, and then the... Wait. What? Okay, somebody's calling me from a number I don't recognize, therefore I'm not answering. But yeah, the two of the familiars in this game, one of them we already have the Japanese version called the Nose Devil, which replaces the demon, which is basically the exact same as this. And then the fairy, which is replaced by the sprite, they have the same functionality, but they just have different appearances. In this one, they also have it also goes to the Japanese voice actors. They have the Japanese version as well, which means we don't get to hear the glorious voice acting of the English version of Demon, which, yeah. I've asked him about making like a toggle for that option. He's like, no, I like it the way it is. But yeah. Cross Shuriken, that's also good for duplicator usage. I think we already had the Master Sword. Oh, hello. Form of Mist. Nice. Granted, it's only access to like one check right now. Yeah, one check at the moment. Technically two if I wanted to be really shenaniganery about it. I don't know if I really want to. Mojo Mail? Got all sorts of armor around here. Oh, okay, so Diamond Blade also increases our attack, which is interesting. Alright. So we'll equip this. We'll do a save scum here. So that way, if there's nothing on the left side, we can just reset and come back here. If there's nothing on the right side, we can do it again and come back here. And save a little bit of time walking to and from. Ooh, Twilight Cloak. Doesn't really do anything, unfortunately. Come on. I don't know if I can... I don't think I can actually do anything with that, unfortunately. Actually, I might have been able to, I might be able to dropkick off him to get some more height. Yeah, there we go. I don't need no potion to be smart. Another Why are we getting so many Heaven Swords and Chakrams? Oh god. Oh no, 1 hit point. Whatever shall I do? Alright, so there's nothing after the boss here. We'll reset. That's just pizza. I think both names are accurate. Yeah, I think both names are essentially the same, like different terminologies, something like that. Yeah, the Castlevania series does like to use some of the more archaic names to describe some of the enemies because it just sounds cooler that way. armor change time. Actually, I just realized the items we have do put the gold rank check into play as well, which is on literally the entire opposite half of the dungeon. Or opposite end even, not even just half. That is possible. I've never actually really looked into, like, the naming conventions. Anything? Oh, holy glasses, we do need that. I think I... Actually... Okay, we can do that. Yeah, miss shenanigans. Alright, now we can put this back. Oh, not fire mail. Diamond plate. There we go. Get our one extra attack out of 119. That'll surely save the day. Ow. Alright, so we shouldn't have any reason to have to come back down this way, so I'm going to... Actually, no, maybe I should. So we might have to come back for the merman statue check. Yeah, I think I'll open up this teleporter just in case we have to come back and do merman. Actually, no, we will have to come back here regardless, because we have a Vlad relic down here. But I definitely want to open this up. So do that. Ah, damn it. Oh my god, why am I bad? Yeah, I'm slightly less bad now. We haven't gotten anything to actually let us get through any further to the east. Gladius? No. Yeah, I'm still looking for my Countless Blades Dicey enemy weapon. That'd be amazing to get. That's TNT. Iron Fist. Yay, no soft lock. Dynamite. Muy explosivo. I freaking hate the nothing checks. It's TNT, and I'm a power load. I might have those lyrics incorrect, but that's what I always hear it as. So the thing that sucks about this is that this tells us that our further progression is in second castle, and our only movement is really just double jump. We have nothing else going for us. Okay, so I did activate the teleporter up top, so we'll just go up there now. Actually, no, we can't even get to... So we do have mist, but since it only goes, like, literally this far, so it only gives us, like, a slight bit of extra height. But... I never got to teleport for the shop. Damn it. Okay, but yeah, so the mist does give us one check officially that we can do. We could finagle our way into a second check, but I've never really been comfortable doing that check with the tricks required for it, so I'm probably not going to do that. I'm just going to go for what we actually have. Wait, I can't even get up there. Or can I now that I have mist? I don't think this works even with mist. Yeah, because it just goes up there. I don't think I can... Yeah, because that'd be way too high to try to, like, jump kick off of. Actually, I guess we have to go all the way the... Wait, how is that still in logic? Oh, because we can go around the other... Damn it. I don't have any good teleporters. Well... I really should be better about just getting all the teleporters I come across, even if I don't think I'm going to need them. Because then I need them. Because yeah, the only check that having mist actually officially unlocks for us is the one that's right behind where the shop is in the library. It doesn't have any actual practical function beyond that. Although actually we did get the Coliseum opened up, so that's actually going to be a faster route than we would have normally. So there is that as a benefit. And the sub-weapon sucks. This is the sub-weapon right here. It's salt that you just throw on the ground and it does maybe a thing. And each time, like, an individual part of the salt does damage, it goes away. So it's not even, like, lingering damage or anything like that. Yeah, there's really only 3 good sub-weapons in this game. There's the Holy Water, which, oh my god, is friggin' OP. There's the axe, which does a decent amount of damage, but has kind of a weird arc. And then there's the dagger, which does basically, it's literally a straightforward, you just throw the weapon. Oh, it's further down, okay. I forgot my map layout for a moment. Okay, here's where we can go to the Coliseum. Can you rephrase that comment? Because the only book we've acquired is one that just gives us the names of enemies. It doesn't actually do anything like functional. Oh, come. Oh my god. These are way too precise in the hitboxes. There we go. So the book kind of flies around you as like a little defensive thing. It's not bad, but it's kind of inconsistent to make it like hit only the enemies and actually protect you all the time. No, I'm gonna go ahead and get the teleporter here just to make sure we don't have to worry about shenanigans again. I thought you were dead. And there is one sub-weapon that I like the idea of, but it's hard to use, like, properly. I don't know what it's actually called, but it's basically, it looks like a little kind of like prism thing, and it basically fires a line that kind of bounces along the floors and walls, stuff like that. it can do a decent amount of damage, but it's super hard to get aimed properly. And like the starting angle you throw it is also randomized, so there's actually even less control because of that. But it's a cool concept, and if you're in like a really contained area, it can actually be fairly effective, but it's very use case specific. There's also the Holy Cross, which costs 100 hearts to use, and only does damage like once, despite having like a 5-second screen effect visual time. And it does okay damage for its, well, it does good damage, but it's not worth the heart cost and the time it takes to actually reset everything. I think that's all the sub weapons, if I remember correctly. I don't think I was able to get this before. That's because it wasn't worth it. So fun fact about that little fog you saw there just now, it is completely RNG as to whether or not that fog shows up. And it does cause like slight amounts of lag on the screen. So technically it slows down speedruns if you ever get that during your run. It's like a matter of frames, but it's still lag. Get this activated so I don't have to worry about this again for later part of the run. So I'm sure there's going to be a later part of the run where I need to come back here. And then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go up here, I'm going to make a save, then I'm going to go back down and do the mist lock check in the library. If there's nothing there, we can reset and come back right up here. And cut down on like basically half the time. Well, yeah, basically cut back on the time it takes us to get back here. Splitting all the saves. Now the only drawback to that is that if there is actually something useful that's here, we technically lose a little bit of time for having gone to the save, but the time save for having that if something is bad at the spot is just so much more better. Yeah, for me, I do call it just for what it is. It's basically save scumming. But I'm not necessarily like the big detractor against the idea of save scumming, so... Yeah, let me put it this way. If you want to know my opinion about save scumming in general, I invite you to watch like 5 minutes of me playing a Bethesda game. That'll give you all the answers you'll ever need for that question. Nah, just help. Ooh, shiitake. That was a boss, by the way. More tint. And of course it's empty, because why wouldn't it be? Oh, nice. Actually, feel free to post that in my Discord if you want. Because I wouldn't mind actually seeing that again at this point. I've kind of forgotten like a lot of the details of that already. So I wish I had proper flight so I could get the check that's up and right up here, but alas. Okay, so I stay up at least. Nothing up there that's of any value. There we go. I think that's it. Thank you kindly. I think I got the other switch set up correctly. I hope I did. Oh my god, please. Oh, damn it. There we go. There we go. No? Okay, must not have gotten that other switch here set up then. Yeah, because sometimes the game audio gets eaten by other effects. There it is. Yeah, because these are also logical checks in adventure mode. And they're nothing. At least I think they're checks. There are technically items to the like up and right of here, but they're not actually proper equipment, so they're not actually counted as progression. That's consumable. Oh, game. Okay, fine. Make me come down here. And this item, okay, so that is not logic. So then everything in the breakable walls here is just consumable, so none of these are in logic. Wait. Oh, right, yeah. I actually brain farted for a second why I even came this way. Then I'm like, oh yeah, there's that item like straight up here. Also need to get to Richter, which we actually can't because we don't have the movement for it yet. Wait, so... Okay, I am missing more than I thought I was missing, apparently. What's the purple mean? Because purple shouldn't be... Okay, I think purple is an item that is accessible with tricks, but not in logic. Welcome on in, Mez. I'm doing quite well, thank you very much. I'm finally kicking the COVID out of my body, which is nice. How about yourself? I hope you're also doing well, you good being you. Okay, so what is that green dot down there? Oh, I always forget that that's actually a logical check. Apparently the check to the far left of here is also in logic, which I have deep concerns about. I don't know what you're trying to go for with the second part of that, but it was a valiant effort, if I may say so. So yeah, I guess we head down, so there's no point, we can't go up. I'm assuming I saved. Yeah, my memory is worse than that of like a goldfish sometimes, where I can immediately forget whether I've saved, like right after I've saved. I'm gonna assume I saved because I do have the room open on my map. would add on to that depending on the force, but I'm assuming that's also not a concern. Yeah, I don't know if this is actually feasible. Yep, Striker knows. Yeah, Striker's only known me for about 20 years at this point, so... You know, he might have an idea about what I'm like. Okay, so how viable is this? Oh, right, I have Spike Breaker. It's entirely viable. It's very likely that this is actually our flight. I think it has to be. Because of the way that the complexity works. Yep, there's our flight. Yeah, when it comes to, so the way that so complexity, that is a kind of a build-up upon what is considered the logic of a seed. The logic just say, you know, you need to get this item to get to this spot, you need this item to get to that other spot, stuff like that. Complexity is something that the randomizer creator made to basically determine just like how many steps and items you need to collect before being considered in go mode. Adventure mode has, I think, the highest minimum complexity rating of, I think, like 12, something like that. So you need to get 12 items in a given order in order to be able to actually complete the seed. And I think there's only like 14 items that can actually give you progression as far as movement goes. So you basically need to full clear the game in this case. And yeah, and that's kind of why when I do like the regular versions of this, I do the casual category instead of the safe category. Because save, I think, also has a minimum of like 8 or 9 complexity, which still makes it take like the entire game completion at that point. Whereas casual, it just anything can go anywhere. As long as it's logically accessible, you can get it. Which makes them tend to go a little bit more faster and more easily. Well, not so much easily, but at least it feels better collecting everything, because you can get things in like better packets. All right, now we can fly. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the... Ow. As I hit my head in the ceiling. Firebrand is pretty much what it says on the tin. It's basically a fire elemental sword in vanilla. Where it has... I think it does have kind of a sword aura, so to speak, so it can kind of double hit. But it just does extra fire elemental damage is all it really does. I don't remember if it does the same environmental effects in randomizer or not. Yeah, it's been so long since I've looked into that, I don't really know. What's it, up here, I think? No, it's still further. Where are you? There you are. There is a... I actually missed that. Oh no, it's actually the legit Firebrand. Okay. Yeah, I actually missed picking that up somehow. Come on. There we go. Actually did not want to collect that. Bronze Papyrus. I don't think we can really get any better for armor at this point. Yeah, not really. Yeah, I think the only thing I'm going to look at going forward is just anything that's like a sword. I do actually want my MP back up for this. So that is not actually the thing. Okay. How much MP do I have? 52, so I need to wait for MP. Alright, I need to take a little bio break, and we got ads coming up soon anyway. So I'm going to run like a quick minute or so of ads, do my bio break, then by the time I get back, we'll get back to the game, and we'll have the MP that we need to actually do the thing coming up. So, yeah. For the moment, I shall do a quick, BRB.
暇なのよね。
Yeah, they do that. It's fine. But yeah, so one thing that I do like about that, I think the fairy in this game is that if you actually stay still for long enough, the fairy will actually just like sit on your shoulder and just kind of wait for you to move. And then when you do move, she's like ah, and then she kind of like falls off. It's amusing. And also, I think I've heard Curus, I've heard Quirus, I've heard like multiple things for how it's pronounced. None of them seem to be like super official from what I've been able to discern, but I could be wrong. Alright, so I think I saved. If I didn't save, I know where to get my progression, so let's go. There we go. Oh my god, I forgot to... Oh god. Okay, so I have the... Oh, I never even equipped that. So I have my Weapon of Coolness. I should probably unequip my, Okay, good, we're good. So it's this cape in particular. It has like the special effect of it being kind of like phasing in and out of existence. So it's the cape's it's the specific cape I have equipped that's causing it. It does that while I'm moving as well, but it may not be as noticeable because everything else is moving as well. But yeah, this is actually an intended visual of this cape. This is awfully cheery music for the second castle. Bloodstone Hunter Sword, maybe? Nope. Why wouldn't Dracula have an upside-down version of his castle? How about that? Yeah, nothing. Actually, I don't think any of these can be... Yeah, I always forget which items are actually, like, still checks in adventure mode. I know this is over here. I think the item above can be too? Question mark? Yep, it can. Oh, skill of wolf. That's... Unfortunately, that's not helpful until we get form of wolf. Or soul of wolf, I should say. Why can I not enter that? Oh, I can. Okay, just super precise. I don't think we'll need to get this, but I'm gonna get it regardless. I didn't mean to do that. Alright. That's a katana, I think. No sword? I don't know what sword that is, but strikes enemies twice is not the correct description. Here, I'm not sticking with it. I don't think we'll need it, but we'll take a safety save. Because even with good armor, some of the enemies in the reverse castle really do hurt. And I want to kind of mitigate any unfortunate shenanigans. As opposed to the fortunate shenanigans that we all love and enjoy.
You get the drink from the fire!
Once I teach this baddest lesson, there we go. Oh, I never got myself a water. I'll grab the water real quick. Yay, room temperature water because I forgot to put it in the fridge. Come on. Thank you for the hydrate. At least it's not warm water. Room temperature is fine, it's just not preferred. But once it starts getting like the warm category, I'm just like, no, get away from me. That is Gas Cloud, which, when we have Power of Mist as well, is actually kind of nice. Then you just do passive damage without ever worrying about taking damage yourself. But with just regular Form of Mist, it's not super good. Is there anything else in this room? No, there isn't. Yeah, Bomb Knight. Not to be confused with Bomberman, who is a legally and IP distinct franchise. Or that's not the right phrasing, but you know what I mean. There's that one. That is a very accurate statement. And I 100% concur. I think this one's 14. Yep, 14. Actually, no, I would make one correction to that statement. Water is the only descriptor of taste. Not just the main, the only. That was disappointing. So we do know we need to go back to the first castle for at least one relic. I mean, I guess it does affect the flavor. I almost never drink tap water, so I don't really get to experience the taste differentials. That's consumable. Yeah, there's no point in getting some of these here because we can get all the items here in the single trip that we're taking. How do you not do that? There. So how many items are in here? There's a handful. How did I miss an item down there? I didn't think there was... Damn it. Okay. We might have to go back. And also, these little flying head things, the shmoos, they're the enemies that you get the vanilla Forsaken from. That's a little fun fact. I've never really noticed much of a difference in like the several versions / brands that I've tried for bottled water. Then again, I don't necessarily like drink a lot of bottled water. I really I should be doing more than I do, but yeah, I don't really notice much of a flavor difference myself. I think there's one. Yeah, there's someone in here. The one I get is the Cub natural spring water. That's what I've been getting for at least my hydrate routine, stuff like that. Wait, when did I get Pyro of Mist? When did I get Pyro of Mist? So the only reason I'm going with the Cub brand specifically is that I can get a 24 pack of bottled water from the Cub brand for less than the cost of a 12 pack of pop. Otherwise, I'm paying like a full $1 per bottle, and like financially, I'm not ready for that yet. Yeah, this should be... No, there's still one more I can get. And another Cross Shuriken. I think we already had 2 of those. No, we had 2 Buffalo Stars. I think the Cross Shurikens are normally better than Buffalo Stars, if memory serves. Damn it. Oh, I thought you were dead after that. You know what? I'm gonna make the executive decision to skip the item that we missed down there before. We only need to find one more Vlad relic. Theoretically, if we find Duplicator, that would all we would actually need to get the other one in the catacombs. Because then we just like elixir our way to the end of it. Nice. Oh, probably. I have no doubt about that. Yeah, that's why I say I make the executive decision to do so. Because most executive decisions are dumb. And that's exactly the kind of content you all tuned in for. Finding out in what ways I make bad decisions and how I get paid for it. Or how I pay for it, rather. I would love to get paid for making bad decisions. That'd be like an awesome job. I think there's an item above, yeah. Really? 2 heart containers. Game, you and I need to ever talk about value. Ow. I just love how the Nova Skeletons don't give a crap about like geometry or anything like that. It's like, oh, there's a slope here? No, there isn't. Now this is where I had like either bat or wolf. So I go through this like infinitely faster than I'm going through it right now. Especially solo bat, that'd be like by far the best for speed. Dark shield, look up. Ow. Just a flaming shuriken, which is not particularly helpful here. Luminous. It is Lumadum. Oh god, please let me do my boots. Oh god. Okay. There we go. Come on. I am indeed Cat Dude. Welcome on in, Final Fighter. How you doing tonight? I'm currently on the search for basically a single relic. And I got like 30, 40 checks to go, I think. Maybe like half of which are still in the first castle. Yeah, this has been kind of a stingier seed than I'm used to having, honestly. I actually do not need to save split right now, because of the route I took. I could be halfway through, I could be like 99% through. It just depends on where the last Vlad relic is. Yeah, because I'm doing a randomizer right now. So everything's in a place where it's not supposed to be. Except for the things that are where they're supposed to be. There's no item here, so... Oh, welcome on in, Electropod. Also, boop, how dark. I shall boop you in return. Boop. Yeah, randomizers are absolutely my jam. And this is a game I actually used to speedrun about like 8 or so years ago. I've lost like 90% of my speedrun skills since then, but... Yeah, my PB in this game, like well before the new, I'm actually not sure what the proper terminology is for it, but when they figured out how to skip the clock tower sequence, my PB was like 18 minutes and 5 seconds, so it was pretty decent time overall. But I just could not stick with it. Takamitsu, that's probably not going to be it. No, two-handed. Yeah, one of the things I do kind of like about this rando in particular is that all of the weapon stats are randomized, including what the actual weapons that they are randomized. So I'm still kind of on the search for an actual, like, Trisagram stuff like that, but it's not going to be called Trisagram, so I need to actually keep an eye out for everything I find. That could be logical progression. Because the one part in the clock room on the right side does have a logical check in it. Come on. I don't think there's anything else in here that's logical. No, there isn't. Just the stuff up here. The cube is what lets you actually get the items and drops or whatever from candles like this. So it gives you either money, hearts, or a certain sub-weapon depending on what it's designed to be. And those are also randomized within the randomizer. Normally it's the very first relic you get in the game, right after getting your stuff stolen by death. Oh my god. So right now I need to find the... So we know where the... Okay, we found it. This essentially puts us in go mode. So I need to find my library card. I'm going to want to buy a bunch of healing items to get the last Blood Relic. I got one pretty early on, I thought. Apparently not that early. There it is, library card. Come on. then come back. So, give myself a bunch of healing items so I can go get the last check that's underneath the water. Technically, I would logically need the holy symbol to be able to get the last flawed relic, but depending on what healing items are here, I can just pick it up. The last relic is going to be the Eye of Vlad, and I know exactly where it is. I just need to make sure I have the health to be able to actually reach it. That should be more than... Oh, yeah. Okay, there's Bible elixirs, so let me sell everything I have that I can. Okay, I can get a good amount of elixirs. This actually should be fine. There should be more than enough. So now I need to head back to the catacombs. I'm actually not sure which is the faster of the teleporters. Probably the one in the catacombs is probably be the fastest. I mean, he could have cut us a better deal on those elixirs, but yeah, he had a pretty good selection today. In fact, it was actually the librarian who had some rings of Varda that I bought off them. But yeah, librarian is definitely a dude for us today. Yeah, come on. I'm assuming there's like a lore reason for that, like maybe like his like full magic. I'm guessing something to do with like a lot of his power is probably stored in the ring, because the ring itself does give a +10 boost to intelligence in the game. Either that or maybe he has like some of like his original soul left or something. I don't really know for sure, but that's kind of my theory as to why the ring is like the next thing. But yeah. I also love how like the Tooth of Vlad looks more like a claw rather than an actual tooth. That and the rib of Vlad doesn't even look like a rib. It just looks like a tibia or something. A Horcrux is basically something that like a sorcerer or necromancer stores like their soul or something in, right? I'm trying to make sure I have the proper term in my head. Yeah, I actually remembered something. Go me. Oh yeah, this is one of the other sub-weapons that is cool in concept, but is really hard to actually like functionally use. Alright, so we don't really need the shield at this point, so where's my elixirs? We got those early on too, so we got 6 elixirs. Yeah, with the damage that we're doing, we shouldn't have anything to worry about from enemies here. Actually, we didn't even need any elixirs. Okay, so just 150 HP and you're basically good to go. I will try to remember that for future runs. I need to go back to teleporter, which is actually, I think is going to be slightly faster if I go this way. Cosmo Right. Doesn't sound familiar. Well, what is it that this Cosmo Right is known for? Probably got time to read. So, in Harry Potter, a wizard can fracture their soul and make a Horcrux, which makes them functionally immortal, much the way Lich used a phylactery. Yeah, fair. I'm sure there's like several other different like magical variants depending on other universes for the same kind of thing, but yeah. Okay. I never really followed much of Ocarina of the Time speedruns. Come on. There we go. Okay, there we go. Yeah, for me, Ocarina of Time was one of those games where, like, I loved playing it as a kid. I was, like, just a single heart piece away from 100%ing it. And since then, I've just never wanted to play it again. Oh, we have the actual Vorpal Blade. I would have loved it if that was a Crusagram, but no. Well, that seems a little OP. Is there, like, any, like, cost of power when you do something like that, or? Transition to Narcissa, style speedruns. Yeah, that seems a bit extreme. Although technically, if they transition, then theoretically they'd be under the she, they, or she, her pronouns at that point. They could, I guess, still go by they, them, but it depends on the individual person, but yeah. There it is. This is the downside to having all the teleporters opened up, is that you have to go through every single one of them sometimes. Oh, welcome on in, Zenogre. I eagerly await those hydrates. There's one of them.
Drink from the fire hose!
Thank you for the hydrate. Okay, so we already took care of Richter, so we're fine on that front. Oh, come on. Yes, help me on this fine eve. What are the typical ways you could destroy a flat-rate at that point? For the most part, this is the only Castlevania game I play, at least when it comes to, like, streaming stuff like that. The only other game I've played Castlevania 2 on the NES back when I was a kid, and I still managed to enjoy it somehow. Don't ask me how, I just did. And then I did play, I think, 2 of the Game Boy Advance / DS games. I don't have the teleporter for this. That's progressed with this all as normal. But yeah, I did play 2 of the 3, I think there are, games for the Game Boy systems. I forget which ones they were. I know I still have them, like, in physical copy on my bookshelf, but yeah, for the most part, this has been, like, my main Castlevania game of, like, all time, personally. Oh, I don't recommend that. Hopefully you've at least had a chance to, like, see somebody about it. Make sure it's not something, like, more than it seems. Because I'm on the tail end of a COVID thing myself, so I can definitely sympathize with that particular feeling. Yeah, hopefully whatever it is, it kind of, like, blows over soon. I don't really need to get this, but... Oh, it's a... I was hoping to get an actual, like, health up. Oh, Bloodstained is one of the other randomizers I do on a semi-regular basis. Specifically, the Ritual of the Night. I've never really been drawn into the Curse of the Moon series, because I'm not... I feel like I've kind of sort of moved on from the 8-bit version of games, where, like, if they're too 8-bitty, they kind of lose interest for me. But if they're, like, 16-bit style graphics, that I can still get into. But yeah, Bloodstained Ritual of the Night is one of my favorite games, just in general. I just love everything about it. It sucks going through here without having bat. Oh, right, they technically like a second life, but I can't actually take out the zombies. That's annoying. Yeah, I've always kind of gravitated more to like games with actual proper RPG systems to them, so that's kind of one of I think the main reasons why I prefer Ritual of the Night over Curse of the Moon. Because Curse of the Moon is kind of more of like traditional NES style game where it's just straight up action adventure stuff like that. I know there are like some more RPG elements to Curse of the Moon than like a regular Castlevania game from Days of Yore, but yeah, it just never really stuck out to me. I think I've heard something about that too, but I don't really know any details about it. There's something that makes me want to say it's gonna be like a 3D kind of Castlevania game again, but I really don't know for sure. Come on. Oh, that actually made it. I was not expecting that. Yeah, I remember getting that for the Xbox 360 a little while, I think, after I started my speedruns of it. It was definitely a fun idea in concept, but it was just kind of almost unplayable as single player because you just couldn't actually, like, do anything with it. Because the enemies just had, like, so much health and the stages were so freaking big. And they gave you, I think they gave you, like, a full hour to beat each stage, too, if I remember right. I know for me, it always took me, like, half an hour just to get to the boss. And I was never able to do enough damage to actually, like, do anything with it.
You get to drink from the fire hose!
Thank you for step 2 of my drowning. Yeah, unfortunately, I didn't actually know anybody else who had it at that time, so... Yeah, I pretty much just had to play it on my own. It was still fun, but... Obviously could have been better. Got him. Shut up, Dad. Who's Shaft? I don't know who this person is. Yeah, sure they're not anybody important, so they never really last long if I ever see them. Nice. Okay, that's time for that seed. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and generate another, hopefully quick seed so we can finish up the night. I'll let the scene play out in the meantime.
How is it that I've been so defeated?
This one will do
You have been
casual.
doomed ever since you lost the ability to love.
Yeah, we'll pick a name.
Sarcasm. For what profit is it to a man
Randomize.
if he gains the world and loses his own soul? Matthew 16:26.
Not gonna lie, I actually
believe.
forgot about that reference for a second. I am ashamed of myself.
Tell me, what were Lisa's last words?
Oh yeah, you'll get that scene soon. That
She
scene
said,
soon enough,
do not
guys.
hate humans. If you
Alright,
cannot
so I got the thing generated, so I need to actually close this so I can properly do my thing. Open up in downloads. Oh, I need to delete that first. Okay, so then rename. Oh, Final Fighter 87, thank you for the follow, and welcome on into the Ketchup Cafe, where all of our snacks and beverages come with a complimentary cup of ketchup. I hope your night has been super fine. So do that and replace. What do you mean administrative permission to, well, what? Windows, are you okay? Okay, much because the emulator is still open. Let me close that for a second, see if that actually helps. Actually, maybe just copy paste. Do what I did before. There we go. Okay, now it's happy. Yeah, that's fine. I can offer you ketchup instead. To do recent ROM, Symphony of the Night. Then tools, external, randomizer tools. The tracker up. There we go. So we're going to do just a casual type seed, so our relics can be anywhere. There's no worry about like any complexity, stuff like that. And yeah, I'm not going to do luck mode this time just so we can have a more consistent experience. So I want to try to get this done around 9 o'clock-ish so we can kind of finish up with our usual time. Oh, it's just a string of numbers now. That's unfair. I thought I had like code words and like specific numbers that would assign to file names. Huh. Must be something else they changed. Okay, so make sure I clear everything but the main file. Alright, and then we go to here. And because I'm on original, we'll just title this game file as and go. Oh, you're talking about of Soden? Or no? Because... Oh no, yeah, because the Soden one didn't end in a Japanese song. Oh, wrong button. Oh, that's not what I wanted to grab. I guess it kind of works? Maybe? Oh, that's crap. I was trying to be fancy. And I completely and utterly failed. Well, so much for the good stats. Yeah, technically, this is something that the actual speedrun strat does, is that they want to end the Dracula fight with the Holy Cross equipped, because it gives them more, I think, max MP. And I just took damage. Well, we have almost the worst stats now. I could not have screwed this up any worse. Yeah. I think we need like 2 more cycles of that. Actually, I could just do this instead. If I can actually do the inputs. Okay, why am I not doing the inputs? I am too prideful. Once I start, I must complete. There we go. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Alright, we'll do the... Oh no, I don't have the parts for it now. Okay. There we go.
No, it cannot be!
Yeah, like I said, it's fine. We'll still be having better stats than we did in the start of the last seed anyway. Whee! I love what you can do with the now loading text in this game. It amuses me far more than it ever should. Ooh, we got a fast swinging blade. That's nice. It is a 2-hit kill still, which is sad. But it is a fast blade. There you are. So I would need a certain item to be able to do the trick that I know how to do the death skip. Unfortunately, the still, the only trick I do know, I don't think I have the item for. Okay, I do have the item for it. Next 25. I could try it. I could try it. I have no recollections of what the setup is, but I'm gonna try it. I think I can just leave it like that. So, what is the setup? Oh wait, I need to have the thing equipped first. I'm gonna see if I can actually get this to work, just because. Actually, I don't know what the timing on this is. I don't know if it still works or not. We'll try it anyway. See if I can get this set up correctly. That might be too far, but we'll go with it. Oh, wait, wrong button. Here. No, that's not it. That might be it. Let me do this button. Okay, that's not what I meant to do. Let's try the other one. No. I don't know if this is it, but we're gonna go with it. Oh, that is not gonna work. That is not the setup. Nope. Yeah, if I had like the actual item that you use for this, I forget what it's called, but I at least would have an idea what the setup is for it. But for anything that's not that item, I don't recall the setup. I actually haven't done it in years. Yeah, because I know you usually start with a hard refresh in the speed run. What's the item that you get that like explodes everything in that sequence? I have no weapon, that's great. But shield's not bad. Well, Alucard was supporting trans at least. Until he got stolen from by the evil monochrome Death. At least my punches are still doing more than they did in the last seed. Ow. Oh my god. I can't even take these guys down. Good lord. This is supposed to be like the easiest too. I don't think I can even get the thing down here, which I guess I don't really need to. But I think that's just a consumable anyway, actually. There's a way without items to get hit by a wolf on a certain frame. So that you don't have to be wolf for that. It's just the key thing for that is making sure that you're taking half of your maximum HP and damage in a single attack. I forget what the term for that is, but it's basically part of the current strat for speedruns, where you do that enough times, it gives you just enough time to get into the clock tower before the statue closes up on you. Big toss, that's what it's called. Yeah, you basically just initiate a big toss so you can skip death entirely. I'll say I'm not completely familiar with the wolf version specifically. I just know that you can do it without like any transformation whatsoever. Oh no, I'm misreading your comment. My apologies. The gem I got? I guess I could, yeah. Sellable. For whatever reason, the game gives you like silver rings more often than anything else in randomizers. So usually like the first couple, like just kind of assume that they're sellable instead. Yeah, especially if you're in an area where you're about to get like a whole bunch of items at once, it's usually better to wait until you've gotten all those items rather than check the menu for each individual pickup. Welcome on in, Skylar. How you doing tonight? How be ye on this fine eve? Okay, that was a lot more effective than I thought it was going to be. Granted, my attacks power still sucks, but... Okay, there's one. And I do have a shield to protect myself against the fire if it comes to that. Oh, God. Okay, at least I'm not taking a lot of it. Oh, nope. Okay, there's the double. Yeah, double hits. You were playing Lies of P earlier, right? Yeah, I was kind of lurking a little bit in your channel. I've already heard a lot of good things about that game, but I know just like for my own personal interest, I am just not interested in any way, shape, or form. Because it just looks too much like a pretty I'm not sure if the right word for what I want to use it, but kind of like it's very extremely Dark Souls-ish, and that just does not really interest me generally. Either gameplay or really like world setting. But no, if people are into it, by all means, be into it. And I gotta imagine they have like a whole lot more like lore in the background, stuff like that. I'll say one thing I do like from what little I've seen heard about it is that it seems like parrying is actually more important of a thing than dodging, and that is something I'd actually be more interested in as far as like combat strategies. But yeah, just kind of like the idea of a Souls game is just not interesting to me, unfortunately. Although I think part of that may be because of the fact that the only Souls game I've actually played was Dark Souls 1. And I swear, like, all the items or weapons they give you early on are designed to be, like, as clunky feeling as possible, to kind of reflect the fact that you're actually, like, a nobody in this world, and they're kind of trying to point that out to you. And I just do not work that way. Oh, I'm sure it has. Oh, nice. Wander Relic right away. And it's more attack power, which is actually perfect if you don't have a weapon yet. Come on. Oh my god, please. Oh, come on. Oh my god, please. Oh my god, what in the hell is going on? Okay. I swear I'm decent at this game. Oh, okay, God's Guard was normally one of the best armors in the game. It's decent now. Did I? I am missing things.
Drink from the fire
Also sellable. Thank you for the hydrate. Oh god, oh god, there we go. Yeah, 3 down, 7 to go. Which I think at the rate I usually drink my water bottles is actually going to be more than a full bottle, but well, we'll run that bridge when we come to it. Also, thank you, Nate. I appreciate the compliment. Also, I think I did miss a message a moment ago. Let me punch this guy in the face. There we go. Dude, just downloaded Bloodborne. I've literally watched people's playthrough a dozen times. Never gone past the first boss. I'll say I'm not, as far as like my skill goes, I'm not at that level of like badness at the game. But on a day, I kind of get easily frustrated at certain aspects of certain gameplay styles, and Souls-likes are definitely on that side of the equation for me. Because again, just because based on the first game, they make the weapon usage just feel so clunky. Yeah, for me, I just want the gameplay to be fun more than... I mean, I do like challenge, don't get me wrong on that, but just my emphasis is more on fun than actually like testing to the limits of my skills. That's my perspective. Yeah, I think I'm better off just jumping over you. Back. Wait, this is supposed to be a throwaway game? Seriously? That kind of blows my mind, not gonna lie. I want a weapon for this. Actually, I guess this would have been around the same time as that then, yeah. Yeah, that's actually an extra funny juxtaposition, now that I'm thinking about it. Because I never played Castlevania 64 myself, but I've not heard a lot of good things about it. And of course, there's no weapons. Maybe the ring will be useful? Heart brooch? Sellable. Well, I guess we get to fight our clone by drop kicking. else we can really collect otherwise. And it's really not worth fighting you, because I don't think you really drop anything particularly useful. I guess you could. Actually, you go down faster than I thought you would. Actually, it's because the resistance to slashing weapons, but since we're using punch, that's not actually slashing, so we do full damage. But yeah. Time to go kick our own ass. Gotta wait for the cutscene, because it's a cutscene. Oh my god, please. There we go. And drop kick. 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 Wait for you to come up. There we go. Well, weren't like the Lion King for the Sega Genesis and Super Nintendo like entirely different games? I remember seeing something about that in like a video game trivia recently. So if I'm recalling that correctly, you have to specify which version we're talking about then. Oh, the movies. I think happened just the other time. 18 more time Pocahontas. Huh. I guess I never really thought of like movie companies having like A or B teams or whatever from back in those eras. But then again, I was like, well, Lion King came out like what, 80? Oh, we have holy glasses there. I think Lion King came out like what, 95, 94, something like that. That would have been like 10 at the time. All right, I need to get the thing up here. I'm done. Comes over from the Origin games. Okay. I mean, you could kind of make his armor kind of anything at that point, so there wasn't really a lot of detail from the NES games, but that's just helped. Oh, I didn't get it. I suppose the question then is, like, how many people actually have 100% of the game then? Let's go ahead and equip this so it's better than nothing. Eh, we get a point of defense. Why not? Now, is that just like an aesthetic change, or does that actually give you like extra stats or anything? So if it's extra stats, that would actually be kind of cool as like a post-game thing. If it's just another costume, it's something, but it's not really significant for me. Okay, just aesthetic. Oh, I actually killed it. Oh god. I'm gonna have to soul seal on these guys, I can already see. Familiars. Okay. Not even a good familiar. Try to get them all on the screen. Okay, they didn't all... Oh, there they are. Okay, no, they didn't get them all on the screen. Okay, let me... Oh my god, please. There. Okay. Thank you for the hydrate. I'm noticing the moral of this story is that like all the teams that are supposed to be like the crappy people always make like the best stuff, which honestly kind of tracks, I'd say. It's the people who don't recognize what people with vision actually are like. They're like, you just go over here, get out of my sight. And then like, okay, I'm gonna flourish here then. Thank you very much.
I'm interested in this.
I don't have the money. But I can sell stuff.
I'm interested in this.
Ooh, that's good sell. Okay, so now we buy our flight. What else do you have? You have consumables. Library cards are expensive. Here's some weapons. There's almost family sword. Yeah, nothing super... Okay, so what about attack power? Yeah, we'll get one of these. Don't want to spend the money on that. Well, come on in, Zader. How you doing tonight? What else can I get that's, like, useful? That's a lot of intelligence. If I have money afterward, I might get that. Nothing too special for armor. Cloak. Secret boots discreetly increases height. Yeah, increases height by literally 1 pixel. This is actually legit. Wow, we have a vanilla duplicator. That is actually amusing, okay. Alright, so we do have the money, so let's go ahead and get that circlet with the +9 intelligence.
Thank you.
And yeah, let's go ahead and get this as well.
Thank you.
Get all the stuff we can get. So yeah, I need to remember to put that on when we fight Richter. More armor there. And then the sword. Dark Blade. Which apparently costs us some defense, which is interesting. Yeah, I could see that as an interpretation too. Yeah, if people just aren't breathing down your neck, you have more room to experiment, stuff like that. Oh, not quite high enough. Oh! Vlad of Relic. Or Vlad of Relic. I can English. Yeah, Relic of Vlad. That's 2 out of the 5 so far. And we can go essentially everywhere in the first castle except for like 2 spots. I don't think... Can you rephrase that? What are you referring to from the ice field? And again, that assumes... So the circlet... I guess theoretically it would. But the problem is that there's only like a couple enemies that actually deal ice damage, so it's not really going to be effectual either way. In fact, a lot of the elemental resistances / absorption are like very specific use cases. And like even the most important one, like the barrel circlet for absorbing lightning damage, that's really only useful against Galamoth. And despite most of his attacks looking like they're electricity based, only like one of them actually is. So it's actually not even all that helpful, honestly. This might not be technically the best route to go down. Now that I'm thinking about it, because there's only like a couple items on the way, but it will at least also give us access to the teleporter near Richter. So that'll at least be good. Nope, not that one. Oh, I missed the items. The music is in fact randomized, yes. Ah, I see a sword up there that might be useful. Oh god. Need to remember I don't have double jump or anything else I have from last seed. I only have that. Alright. We got Moonstone. I think the Moonstone is always vanilla, which is a plus $5 stat, so I will always take that. Then Luminous. Doesn't really do anything special. But yeah, music is also randomized for each area. Free level up. Ow. I hate when it does that. Got him. Anything useful? Nope. probably not gonna be anything useful, but I'm gonna check anyway because it's right here. Yeah, just food. Just to make sure no shenanigans happen. There's a lot of equipment checks we can do right here, which is nice. A boomerang, heart, nothing. And we got one of the rings. Actually, does it have any effects? It has no effects, okay. Yeah, sometimes the progression rings will actually have stats in the randomizer, which is kind of cool. But more often than not, they're just standard. Actually, I want to get this open up first. Alright, sounds good. Thank you for coming by. And I hope you have the bestest of nights. I think we already had that. Yeah, sellable. Well, that was a waste of time. Oh, come on. Oh, not perfect. Demon? Stupid nose devil. Game won't let me have fun. Fire at that. Oh, we already know the Starlight. Technically, we have access to Second Castle right now, but I do not want to go to Second Castle right now. We do not have anywhere near the gear or levels for it. Okay, so we'll grab this real quick. Oh, I should have bought a library card before I left the library, damn it. Actually, I guess we could... Yeah, because there's not going to be a lot up here for relics with regular randomizer settings. Yeah, let's go back here. We'll go check the entrance first. We'll do a save split before then, so we can try to save a little bit of time if nothing comes up. Alright, splitting the save. Just out of curiosity, what's up here? Come on. Game? Game. Oh, right, I don't have that relic yet, that's why. This is the only downside to playing multiple seeds of a randomizer back-to-back. Is that your brain sometimes forget which ones, which items you've collected, which ones you haven't in the current seed. Ow. I am so smart. SMRT. I mean SMART. I do want to save a little bit of MP so I can actually go up and check the item. I'm kind of hoping it's useless so I can just reset. It's useless. Okay, so there is a greater than 0% chance that it is actually a logical requirement, but it's not a very high chance. We're just gonna assume it's crap. And this is why we save split. So that was the... I'm blanking on what it's called right now, but basically all it does, echo of that. All it does is it lets you kind of see through one dark room in the game. A single room. And it gives you access to one check as a result. And odds are, that one check is not going to be anything of importance. And even if it is, there's still another item we can use to check there instead of using echo of that, which would be Spike Breaker. Or, alternatively, Form of Mist and Power of Mist would also get you through that area without any kind of concerns. So basically, there's a whole bunch of different ways we can get access to the same spot that gives us without having to actually use that item. Oh, third Blood Relic. 2 more to go. That's not what I wanted to do. Yeah, it basically gives you the ability of echolocation, is literally what its function is. The bat does a little bit of a scream, and then you get to see a little bit of the area using like a little sound wavelength thing. There is another relic you can get later on that lets you do damage for that attack, but it's not a lot of damage, and with the cooldown on it, it's even less effective. Oh, there's flight. Hell yeah. Actually, no, we already had flight. This is better vertical flight. Yeah, Solar Bat is good for horizontal. Gravity Boots is great for vertical. Yeah, although the downside to the Solar Bat is that the movement cost in MP is actually kind of high. So I think it costs like 10 MP every time you use the Wing Smash, and generally you're using 1 Wing Smash every second or so. You can run out of MP fairly quickly with that. Okay, I don't have the MP for a Wing Smash, that's why. That doesn't actually matter. I've only had a little bit of exposure to Dragon Quest, mainly through Dragon Quest XI, and kind of knowing like where the series has come from and where it is currently, it's a very traditional RPG. And in my opinion, it's kind of too traditional, personally. Ooh, that does more oh, that's a lot less defense, though. Heck it, we're doing it. But yeah, like one of the things that I wish they could have actually done something proper with 11 was that the game gives you the opportunity to like move around in combat, which is all well and good, if it meant you could do like positional tactics or stuff like that. Unfortunately, that one is just you move around and all it does is just aesthetics. It doesn't even affect anything. So it feels like a missed opportunity for me. Action RPGs, it depends on the game in particular, honestly. And even then, it would kind of depend on, like, it depends on the game, because it depends on how exactly the action part of the action RPG is done, what other RPG elements there are in the game, what kind of setting it is. There's, like, a whole bunch of different criteria I use, like, even within just the RPG category. Okay, we got 2 swords here. None of which is better. Played Dragon Quest 8. Yeah, I played, like I said, I've only played 11, so I have no frame of reference to the other ones. I'm getting this teleporter now, so I don't make the same mistake I did last seed. Okay, so I suppose I should clarify that when I say traditional RPG style, I mean like turn-based settings, and it's basically just completely turn-based combat. Dragon Quest series is still perfectly good if you like that kind of gameplay. It's just, if you want something more, or something that actually keeps you, like, invested, like, attention span-wise in the middle of a fight, Dragon Quest series is not quite the reason for that. I can't say I've heard of that one. Is that supposed to be, like, part of the numerical series, or is that, like, a side game with, like, different kind of style of gameplay or whatever? I'm assuming it's like an action RPG based on the way you've been phrasing your question. Okay, I know absolutely nothing about the anime, so that doesn't really tell me anything. I don't need to save points for this section. We found so many starlights this seed. How dare you not die? Possibly Souls-like, okay. Oh, I would say, at least from my stance, Souls-like is a very specific, like, gameplay style and aesthetic, stuff like that. So, I mean, if it looks like it's meant to be, like, super precise combat timing, stuff like that, and you take, like, large amounts of damage and get hit once, that would be a pretty good indicator of Souls-like. But if it's just, like, general action combat with, like, a slight increase in difficulty, stuff like that, that wouldn't quite be Souls-like, in my opinion. But I'll need to actually see the game itself. I'm assuming there's like a trailer for that out there somewhere. If so, maybe put that in my Discord as well and kind of give me an at on that so I can kind of watch and kind of confirm what my thoughts on it are based on what I'm hearing. Okay, sounds about right. Yeah, because you mentioned it was coming out soon anyway, so I can imagine there'd be like several trailers. Yeah, if there's one that shows like more gameplay than other ones, put that one in the Discord. Oh, I did not mean to bat. Although that does make this room infinitely easier. Oh, how dare you live? There. Okay, let's go ahead and open this up so I don't forget. That might be a new ring. That is a new ring. Does it do anything? It does not do anything. Good apes. Okay. Duly noted. How are you attacking? That is literally not how Isaiah is supposed to... So the way that this fight is supposed to work... Oh god, why am I getting my ass handed to me? There we go. So the way that this fight is supposed to work is that... So the reason why the bosses here don't actually do anything for a while is that they're not coded to do anything until after Richter is done speaking for the cutscene. Since we can skip the cutscene, the AI doesn't realize the cutscene is skipped, so it still waits the entire full amount of time for them to actually activate. Oh, we have access to the ring room now. Okay. Does this ring do anything? No, it doesn't. Okay, where do I want to go from here? I want to get... Actually, that's not going to be a check. I think I actually want to go back down at this point. Let's see what the item is down there. It's not going to be a flight item, because we already have both flight items. It probably won't be a... Well... Okay, so again, complexity doesn't matter in this particular setting that I've chosen. So it's not any more or less likely to be the relic that we need. Which kind of makes me want to check it now while we're close by. I've seen a little bit of Mortal Kombat 1 being played. It seems pretty decent for gameplay styles. So Opal and... No, not that. Right there. Then equip that. Oh no, we want the Moonstone. Yeah, I've seen all of the story for Mortal Kombat 1. Mortal Kombat 1 is infinitely more followable as a storyline than the previous game was, which is nice. And it also has a lot less going on than, like, MK8 did. So, as far as, like, being able to kind of watch as a more or less outsider, Mortal Kombat 1 is actually a fairly decent story-based game, I'd say. But yeah, I would say given the way Mortal Kombat games typically go as far as, like, sales and stuff like that, you could easily wait for it to go on sale for, like, half off before getting it. I remember I picked up Mortal Kombat 11 because it was, like, 95% off once. So yeah, give it like a year, it'll be on like a really good sale. Oh, we need that. Okay, I'm glad I checked here. I could have skipped this. Okay, so since we don't have the Jewel of Open, that means there's not really a lot here we can check at this point. We could do Olrox before we head up. Do I want to go for speed or do I want to go for safety? Go is what my decision comes down to right now. I mean, we still could have better equipment. Oh right, I forgot that was technically part of the main line. I kind of hate how that's considered a mainline game, honestly. When it's meant to be like more, but it surely should have been a side game. So in that case, Mortal Kombat 9, when they did the first timeline reset. Or was that 7 then? I don't even know anymore. You know what, let's just go. Because if we do end up getting like Go mode super early, we do technically have the relics that we need to make the Dracula fight doable. It's going to be annoying in several steps of it, but it's doable. Plus, we can get a decent amount of levels pretty quickly by just going up to Upper Castle now. Okay, so 9 was the first timeline reset. Alright. Yeah, that was more so the fact that basically, like, Raiden from the original game got, like, new visions of the future, and that's why everything started changing. And then at the end of, I think it was 10, where Liu Kang became, like, the god of time, and then kind of redesigned everything. Let me make sure I have this on correctly first. So I have no cloaks. Huh. But yeah, Liu Kang kind of remade everything because he was the god of time, and then big surprise, things still go balls up. There we go. I thought that was what I said, but maybe not. Yeah, because just the numbering system of Mortal Kombat is getting kind of stupid as well.
You get the drink from the fire.
Sounds good, Zenogre. I bid you a good night, and I'll give you your last hydrate. Oh, it was deep. Really, they made like important lore put into DLC. That is kind of stupid. Have a good night, Zenogre. Rest well. Oh, I did not mean to pick that up. Balls. Okay. We got a cloak, finally. Another shield. And more star lights. The shield any better? Nope. Shield, I think. Actually, 2 armors and a shield. That actually might give us something decent. Got walk armor. Oh, another God's Guard. We already know what that is. Oh God, no. An alcohol shield. Nope. Nothing of value. I'm gonna try to save on the MP at this point. Gonna get damage, please. Thank you. Oh, I would love that double jump right now. Or probably not gonna get it. So we are still kind of looking for armor right now, so I do want to still make these checks if they're... Yeah. We might have Spike Breaker in here. Can I reach from here? Okay, I can't reach it from there. Alright. That'll just help. And since I never actually got the library card, I should probably get this activated. Honestly, it probably doesn't matter, because we're probably going to do the entire cycle through Reverse Castle anyway before we go back down. Library card? Library card! Hell yeah. Alright, so now if we go through the entire Reverse Castle and find nothing here, we have a quick way to get back down. Get him, demon. You get down here. There we go. We'll take it in case we do get, like, Form and Power of Mist. But I'm not holding my breath. Javelin, Karma Coin, yeah, no. So I only have the ones that are considered some level of logically progressive on here to be showing. So if they don't offer like some sort of improvement to movement or anything like that, they don't show up on the tracker. Yeah, because Gas Cloud doesn't give you any kind of progression whatsoever. It just does damage when in misform. We're here. Tart. Come on. Oh. Oh, God. Yeah, they still hurt. Randos are worth pretty good XP, though, which is nice. Ooh. Okay, theoretically we have good weapons. That sucks. And that also sucks. I'm just calling you super sweet. That is all I mean by that. I don't think I can make it through with, no. I'm not gonna have enough MP to make this fully through. Let's do this. Well, so much for that. I'm trying to save my MP so I can actually... You bastard. Oh, apparently we have the heart cape. So whenever we take damage, we actually recover a few hearts. Go here. Mostly just doing this to refill MP, but saving is also not the worst idea. Because we don't really have anything really good for this boss, actually. Yeah, if you have like certain combinations of gear or abilities, Aquaman is a joke. Otherwise, he's actually kind of annoying. Under those current circumstances, he's going to be kind of annoying. Yeah, 'cause we don't really have any super I think he might be strong against thunder, but Bloodthirsty Sword, Star Flail. Yeah, I think this is like the best weapon we really have. I guess this does. Let's do it. We'd also get some more defense out of it, which is it's also a super short weapon. Oh yeah, this is not gonna work. We don't have anything that resists poison or anything. We just have Circlet and this. I guess increase our intelligence. We have enough MP for 3 castings of Soul Steel. I don't have anything that's like really useful. Well, where's the other thing I had? I think I moved it up here. Yeah, Thunderbrand. Alright, let's try some Soul Steals. Oh, that's not helpful. Oh god. I'm being yeeted. Yeah, that's where he's actually... Oh god. Oh god. I will take a drink as soon as I'm not dead. Oh god, okay, so here it's... But... Okay, so Thunderbrand is useful in that it doesn't actually emit any of the poison gas from when you hit him. That is actually really good to know. And now that I'm free, I shall take that hydrate. Thank you for the hydrate and welcome on in, Rogue. How you doing tonight? Come on, be important. That's important. We just got go mode. That's how I'm doing. Now, does our loadout completely suck? Absolutely. Are we gonna have trouble actually going through Dracula? Absolutely. But we have go mode. I'm gonna try to get a little bit of XP before then, because this is less than ideal. There we go. What's in here? Claymore. That's me a 2. Oh god. You know what? I'm gonna take this chance to heal a little bit. I don't think they heal for a lot, but yeah, the healing items in this game, well, the food in this game kind of suck. We have a library. We do not want to use a library card. These aren't gonna do much. So 4 items above the Blood Relics. So the pendant is basically double jump, and the ads just started. So I'll wait until the ads finish up to finish responding. I'm just gonna heal in the meantime. I don't have a lot of good healing items either. Wait. Okay, something gave us a lot of healing, actually. So we had the Thunder... Yeah, Thunderbrand, here we go. We should have enough HP and enough MP to kind of just push through this. There we go. Then, do we have the MP for this? I think we do. Yeah, I just realized the ads were starting literally as I started responding. But yeah, so the 4 items above the Blood Relics are the pendant is basically double jump. The Jewel of Open unlocks any door with like a blue aura around them. The Merman statue literally just, it basically summons the merman. Oh, no, not the merman. It summons the little like death sailor guy. I forget what his name is in the game, but it makes a guy be available to give you access to a certain check, which is completely blocked off otherwise. As in, there's literally like a gate that only opens up if you're riding on the boat. And then the sword is basically just any kind of what's called a thrust weapon, because it can be used to kind of give yourself some extra gravity jumps that you're not supposed to technically have. Like for example, in order to do the multiple gravity jumps in the air, which is basically when I do this. In order to do this multiple times normally, you would also need the double jump relic, but you can also use the untransforming from any of your forms, or using a thrust sword immediately after doing the gravity jump, and from there you can just like infinitely gravity jump at that point. So the sword isn't technically progression, but it can be used as progression if you want to be cheeky about it. So yeah, this is going to be a very interesting fight. Because I know Dracula is resistant to almost all elements. I think thunder might be one of the few that he's not resistant to, actually. Because there's like 2 elements that he takes normal damage from. And I want to say electricity is one of them. So the Heart of Lod makes you immune to being cursed. The Tooth of Lod gives you plus 10 attack. The Rib of Lod gives you plus 10 constitution. The Ring of Lod gives you plus 10 intelligence. And the Eye of Lod, I believe, gives you plus 10 luck. I can confirm that real quick. Yeah, Eye of Lod plus 10 luck. Ring plus 10 intelligence. Oh, Rib gives you plus 10 constitution. Oh no, that is what I said, yeah. So Rib is plus 10 con. Tooth is plus 10 strength. Heart of Lod is immune to curse. Oh, I did not mean to fall. No, I'm actually going to check the items on the left side here, just in case there's something useful. Nope. Alright, so now we get to go with our very suboptimal equipment. We actually might die a few times. Just saying. I know that there's one of Shaft's attacks that I do not know how to dodge without missed. Actually, I can check my circlet after I skip this. What circlets do we have for... We have ice. He doesn't even use ice. Well, we're probably dead. Increases magic attack power. I guess that'd be Soul Steel? Which honestly wouldn't be the worst right now. Do I want... I'm going to wait until I actually have to do Soul Steel, then I'm going to put that on. I get like the full damage boost out of it. But yeah, this is going to be an actual legit boss fight. Which is not what you want to normally say about Shaft. Okay, thankfully... Oh god. I forgot Shaft himself to do damage. Okay, so this is the attack I don't know how to dodge. That's what we have. Yeah. Okay, so we got that phase. We're actually good. Now it's just a matter of basically surviving the cycles in Dracula until we win. I'm going to be saving my MP for actual HP restoration. Book might actually be useful in this case. I don't know what that sound effect is supposed to be. It's like, what and why? Yeah, why would he grunt like that, and why is he grunting like that? Oh, right, he does this too. Oh, he's doing this already. Was not expecting that. Let's do stupid. Okay. I am taking a big risk doing this, but I'm going to do it. Oh, okay, that's why I saved. The problem is, since I can't see how much damage I'm doing, I'm actually not sure how much more effective that is. Yeah, at least we have an idea what we're doing. We just need to execute it better. And the fact that he started off higher on the screen than he normally does also didn't help. Actually, might just stick with my regular armor the entire time, because I don't know if Soul Steel is actually doing that much damage compared to my slashes. Also, what am I doing? I have gravity boots. Oh, damn it. Oh, come on. Oh, okay. At least I didn't get bodied by the Fae. Oh, God. Okay. Okay, I love how all the damage I've taken has been because I contacted Shaft himself. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I'm actually going to start off with a Soul Drain on the Dracula phase. Fight me, Dad.
Behold my true form of steel!
Yeah, it's not worth doing another Soul Steel right now because we're already so close to max HP. Okay. Oh god, okay. Please don't make this work. Come on, get him. Get him. Oh god. Maybe he is taking half damage with thunder. That would actually be kind of the worst case scenario right now. Oh, I got lucky with that dodge. Please die. I would greatly appreciate it if you died, please. Okay, so we'll do another Soul Seal as it comes down. There we go. Go back from whence you came. Trouble the soul of my mother no more. How is it that I've been so defeated? You have been doomed ever since you lost the ability to love.
Sarcasm. For what profit is it to a man if he gains the world and loses his own soul? Matthew 16:26, I believe. Tell me, what were Lisa's last words? She said, "Do not hate humans. If you cannot live with them, then at least do them no harm, for theirs is already a hard lot." She also said to tell you that she would love you for all of eternity. Lisa, forgive me. Farewell, my son.
And the book's still going. And the book's still going, 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 and the book's still going. Yeah, we did it. I legit cannot remember the last time I had a more intense Dracula fight, honestly.
So you made it.
I mean, legit, maybe like my speedrunning PB.
Glad you're all right.
But even then,
I'm
like
sorry.
it's pretty.
my fault you
Yeah, the
had to
speedrun is
fight
like
your own
super simple
father.
for the boss fight. It actually doesn't really.
Fear not.
There's really
I
no
had my
challenge
own
to it.
reasons for destroying
But
him.
yeah, just that was actually kind of intense.
Must have been painful for you.
But yeah, I'm gonna start wrapping up before it gets to the
But
end
you
credit
must
sequence because the end
always
credits,
remember
the end credit song
necessary
does
for
get
evil to
DMCA'd.
triumph
So I'm gonna try to
is
look for a
good
raid target
men
right
to
now.
do nothing.
So who is doing things? We got the
understand.
Foxy doing some played
On a
up
card?
with
What will
Raikyo,
you
which
do now?
I'm not familiar with Raikyo, but I'm sure they're
flows
cool
in my
beans.
veins is cursed.
We got
Twould be best
what's
for this world
zombie?
if I were to disappear
what is this
forever.
zombie?
I see.
Apparently,
Farewell,
Ice Wolf is playing a
then.
game called Zombie,
not
but
meet
without
again.
the E. Oh, it's like a
Alucard?
horror style looking game, I
Don't
think.
you want to go after him, Maria?
Okay, unfortunately, I'm less interested at that
No.
point.
It's best this way.
Anybody else doing anything
I
cool?
can't ease his torment.
Oh,
Someday,
wow, Lance is still
perhaps,
going.
We will meet again.
Yeah,
And
Lance
on
started
that
like
day,
early today, but he's
maybe.
apparently still going. I can't imagine he'd be going
see.
too much longer.
Let's go.
Yeah, he's been going
Everyone's
over
waiting
5
for
hours
us.
already.
Yes.
so at this point-
let's get out of here.
Let's go ahead and pause that. Let's actually do a reset so we get some background music. Oh, I need to unpause. We get some background music while I finish up looking for a raid target. Okay, so yeah, while it does this, I'll start looking. I think I might want to read to Foxy because it's been a while since I've had a chance to say hi to him. So he is, yeah, like I said, he's doing some played up right now. He's doing so with a friend, and yeah, let's go ahead and help celebrate his shenanigans. I don't think I have a good raid message on me at the moment. I mean, maybe want to make it something about Dracula actually being threatening. Actually, yeah, maybe we can do it that way. Do it like this. So unfortunately, you can't use the. Nope, that's not it. I've forgotten A there. But yeah, unfortunately, with the unlock an emote redeem, it doesn't include the animated emotes. But if you have your own like scream emotes or shock emotes or anything like that, go ahead and use those. I can't think of any of the global emotes that are like that. But yeah, we'll go ahead and send this as a raid message to DeFoxy. And yeah, so we'll be back to Sea of Stars starting tomorrow. More Sea of Stars on Thursday. Simulator Tour on Friday, and I know the upcoming Friday game is one I was really looking forward to when it was like first being told about, but then I started playing and it's like it's not as good as I wanted it to be, but it's still a good game overall. I managed to get a sequel made for it, so there's enough people liking it. But yeah, so that's the current plans for this week. So yeah, be getting back to my actual regular routine, which is going to be kind of weird after being off work for like the past 2 weeks. But yeah, I think that's all I got for tonight. So with that, I shall bid you all a good night and your cat meme.